I don't know about you, but I, for one, I've never heard of one person having to isolate 6 times. But following Starmer's catastrophic speech yesterday, where once again, provided with a platform to set out his vision, he just ended up spouting the same inane, meaningless drivel, peppered with a few lame slogans, along with the drinking game stalwart mentions of Mum the Nurse, Dad the Toolmaker, and being Director of Public Prosecutions. Not to mention calling the public mood wrong and gushingly supporting Tony Blair getting a knighthood. So it's no wonder his disappearance for the 6th time due to COVID is being eyed with some suspicion, with yesterday backfiring as it did, and just before P&Q's, Rick Johnson might be tempted to rib him a bit over it. It's a lot of times to come into contact with it, so perhaps it's worth looking at what was going on for him politically when he'd isolated before. The last time was back in October. It was also right before APMQs and coincidentally also right before Rishi Sunak's budget. A tricky time for opposition parties when they have to respond, not necessarily with a great deal of time to prepare, and it would have been Starmer responding to that. Instead, Rachel Reeves had to step in. Prior to that, one of his children tested positive on the 21st of July, requiring him to isolate. This came the day after the Labour NEC prescribed 4 affiliated groups, purged 4 groups, and a report came out suggesting Labour was at that time 1 paycheck away from bankruptcy. The time before this was the 25th of January last year. Starmer's 3rd isolation was the day after news broke that he had hired former Israeli cyber spy Asaf Kaplan, and that it had been reported that the Ford report had been rewritten because the original version was too damning. Apparently it remains so, as we still haven't seen it. Starmer's 2nd isolation was just a month earlier when a member of his office tested positive. His polling by this point was in free fall, having just a fortnight earlier done the dirty on Jeremy Corbyn by removing the parliamentary whip from him despite his reinstatement to the Labour Party. And his 1st isolation was the day after he pledged to support Johnson's internal market bill so the Tories could get on with getting Brexit done. Mr. Remain there. Now, I'm not saying he runs and hides under cover of isolation. He might well be genuine each time. But it's an uncanny coincidence that it's every time his job gets a little bit tricky, isn't it? If he is hiding away, though, not only is he every bit the weak leader afraid of scrutiny we think he is, but he's doing everyone who wants a change in this country for the better and the Tories out a massive disservice.